Let's play one more episode. Episode 2nd, season 2nd, Lou meets the vicar. What does all of this implicitly mean in the end? Living spot at the moment with each choice. It can help you to make a choice that will affect, like, if you're an emotional person, you can make an emotional speech and make someone want to help you, and it will save your friends or you or something. It will help you to achieve your goals. So that's how it works. And just making the character like it is making a character of your character, like, will she be emotional or she will not be emotional? The public assembly should be a union of representative from structures of spiritual and secular powers. Calling acquaintances ugly is a sign of fear. Red. Okay. Episode 2nd, The Revelation. Martin nodded at Waze. Call and let them know I will be there in 40 minutes or half an hour at most. Then he turned to the psionics. Please wait in the reception area. He probably needs to get ready. Lou closed the office doors behind her. Will I get to see the vicar? If someone told me that 2 months ago, I would have told them to sober up. It's the main person in this church, guys. Of course, everyone knew the head of the church. He made regular appearances on TV. But to meet him in person... Lou, I will go and uniform the main security team and figure out the rules for such visits. Okay, I'll call you if anything comes up. Her partner left. Danielle was making a call, probably to the vicar's secretary. Hector stood up from the coach. Reed, will a car be necessary? Have I misremembered the location of the offices? It's right around the corner, isn't it? In situation like this, it's best to ask. What if Monsieur Martin needs to bring something with him and requires a vehicle? I see. Not wanting to distract Danielle, Lou returned to the prior's office. Just like the secretary did, without knocking, she looked inside. Monsieur Martin, I'm sorry for not asking right away. Is a car... Oh. The prior adjusted his sleeve, pulling it over his wrist. There was a small injector on the table in front of him. A car? No, Reed. As he placed the injector in a drawer, he looked at Lou. She didn't like the look on his face. Damn it, bad timing. We're leaving now. Ivo Martin didn't acknowledge what Lou had seen, nor did he comment on the fact that she had entered without knocking. In the hallway, it seemed to her that the prior was paler than usual. The lighting of the hall leading up to the elevator convinced her of that. Damn, Martin isn't looking so good. Monsieur, are you okay? Lou thought he might ignore her, but after measuring her with a piercing stare, he answered. He spoke slowly and very calmly. Yes, no reason to worry. Nevertheless, in view of your, shall we say, curiosity, let's clarify something. Need I remind you of the rules? That won't be necessary, Monsieur Prior. Everything I see at work stays here. He nodded. I like that music. The vicar's residence was located atop the church of the United One's largest temple. All they had to do to get there from the Inquisition building was to cross the square. As soon as she entered the spacious reception hall, Lou saw him, the person who held the greatest power among the surviving humans. The head of the church, the United One's deputy on earth. Vicar Jean-Francois stood from his chair. Children scurried about, occupied by either a game or some incomprehensible task. They all looked at the adult who had entered, greeted them loudly, and then immediately returned to what they were doing. "Hello, Ivo." "Vicar." Martin approached Jean-Francois and he touched his hands. "In your deeds," then his forehead, "and in your thoughts, may the United One be with you." The prior bowed, accepting the blessing, with the hope of redemption. Kay and Lou remained standing at a respectful distance. "It's good to see you, but you look tired." "There has been a lot of work lately. I hope this burden is not too heavy for you. Leading the Inquisition is not like cleaning altars. Not every day is easy and not every person can cope. But I can handle it." Good, good. I can see the firmness and determination for which I love you so much, Ivo. So there will be no issues with the matter at hand? Lou again paid attention to the prior's measured speech. "I suppose you are asking about preparations for the holiday." The revelation was approaching, a celebration in honor of the day when the first vicar acquired a following. "Oh, welcome. Thank you for the raid." "Thank you so much." "Welcome." "Hi, welcome." Services were to be held in all churches. Festivities were to take place all over the city. In recent years, the holiday had gained popularity among citizens. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the raid. This was thanks to all the entertaining events and, most importantly, the additional day of that had been negotiated with the council. And regardless of how secular authorities felt about it, the revelation had become one of the most important holidays. Hi. Of course, the police provided support, but the Inquisition and the corps were responsible for security. "We are ready, Vicar. All events will proceed as planned." "We should leave nothing to chance. Rebellious minds are capable of terrible deeds." It sounds like he is reminding the prior about the bomb incident. Martin remained silent in response to the vicar's words, perhaps feeling that no additional reassurance was necessary. Yeah, I'm playing a visual novel. Welcome. After a pause, Jean-Francois smiled. Good, very good. One of the boys ran up and clung to his leg. The head of the church patted his head. I'm sorry, I have some important things to do. Go play. The child returned to the others. Jean-Francois watched him go. They are our future. They are pure, body and soul. I pray that it stays that way. He smiled again and seemed to only them then notice Lou and Kay. New guards? Yes, Lou Reed, Keystone. The psionics nodded politely without saying a word. To speak to such an important person without being spoken to first could be regarded as a slight against his authority. You are responsible for every important person. You had better take care of him for me, if something happens. He raised his eyes to the ceiling for a moment. Ceiling, United one forbid. Don't count on my mercy. I won't forgive you. Have I made myself clear? I am prepared to face the retribution for any mistakes and the punishment of the Church of the United Ones. Absolutely. The vicar nodded his head approvingly, recognizing the phrase from the Initiation Oath. Good. It's a visual novel, yeah. The prior smiled a little. Then Jean-Francois cast a brief glance at the children, and he took Martin by the elbow and led him away, dropping his voice. Frankly, I'm glad that my admonishments were heard. You are taking care of yourself and have straightened security, albeit with such young people. That bomb that they attempt on your life deeply upset me. In addition, there were minor incidents not so long ago. Vicar, do you have any complaints? Not at all. May the United One be my witness. He put his hand on the prior's shoulder in a paternal manner. Ivo, I have no doubts about your judgment. But shouldn't we consider the Cardinal's proposal from a more radical position? Isn't it time for more help from the Church to guide people in the right direction? Greater involvement would inevitably entail some loss of influence by the Council. I don't think they would take it well. Lou could barely hear their words. That is our duty, to guide humanity along the right path. Vicar now have cat head. Thank you, Henry. Is the Council not prepared to share its influence? Of course, it is sometimes difficult to accept the need for self-sacrifice in the name of the community. But that is when such contributions are most necessary. Martin and the vicar moved even further away, and Lou was unable to hear the end of the conversation. Thank you so much, Henry. Arigato. Soon they returned. How are you? You have reassured me, Eva. Thank you. Don't hold a grudge in your heart against me. I'm not here to order you around. You are the prior, the defender of our faith. You know best. Good evening. Thank you for the trust, Vicar, and for the conversation. Once he had returned to his waiting room, Martin relaxed a little. By that point, it was clear to everyone that he wasn't feeling well. Monsieur, do you need anything? His voice was loud and clear. Do your job. This morning I asked for the records of the executions. Everything is ready. They are not on my desk, so they are not ready. Well, when I feel like crap, I get grumpy too. At least his complaint is somewhat reasonable. The secretary quick grabbed some folders and, without complaint, walked into the office. Daniel, I won't be needing you anymore today. Go home and get some rest. Thank you. I'll be at my place, alone. Reed, Stone, you are also dismissed. Tell Hector that I let you go. I don't want to be disturbed. Well, if you think about it, he is not really a grouch. Lou wasn't able to tell her partner about the injector, let alone ask Waze about it. At least, not for the moment. Maybe the prior is sick. Maybe having a healer constantly treat him isn't convenient, but medicine helps. But then again, maybe not. This kind of knowledge can be a noose around your neck. Should I burden Kay with it? And yet, Lou had decided that she had procrastinated long enough and needed to tell her friends about her new job description. That's right. Despite her spontaneous invitation, everyone was able to come. Lou didn't want to make a big announcement or too much fuss about the news. She just said it casually while everyone was trying slices of different pizzas. I have a new position on my job. So that's the occasion for this organic pure juice? What's the job? I was brought in as part of the prior's security. I accompany him during trips and social events. Dogan nearly choked. Wow. Are you kidding? No. Wow, that's some news, Lou. Cool. I don't get it. Are you like a bodyguard? Mm-hmm. What are they smoking up there? Someone from Termitary on the Briar security team? From Lelouch. That's even worse. You wouldn't take a bullet for some weirdo. We all know that. First of all, don't swear. Second of all, I hope I won't have it. I hope I won't have to. Okay, good night. My task is to use telekinesis to protect him until the main security team arrives. Irma lowered her voice. Lou, there was an attempt on his life. Aren't you scared? Lou admitted. Well, I am a little. Tom elbowed Jonas. You're awfully quiet. I already told her everything I had to say. So you knew? Don't be offended. It's my job to keep secrets. She only told me a little while ago. He glanced at Lou and smiled, looking cheerful and relaxed. Lou smiled back. I'm about to cry. So, is everyone going to fear and respect you now? All trying to suck up to you? Come on. Have you seen anyone interesting yet? Did you meet any important people? Oh, is it okay that I'm asking? It's fine. Aside from the prior, I met Cardinal Unal. I was at his Jubilee party. Cool. And how was high society? They're mostly scum. The healer chuckled. Wow, you really are a people person. Why so harsh? Why? They only respect themselves. They do the exact things they judge others for. They all act so righteous, But if you listen closely, there are some real bastards among them. And I don't need to tell you about their hypocrisy. Do you have a different opinion about them? He feels the same way, but after his incident with the police, he is learning to express himself more delicately, right, Jonas? Fuck you. The group laughed. Crap, my camera is on. Well, they knew who they were hiring. Yes, Mirai vibes, that's truth. Lou glanced at the empty pizza box. She got up and walked to the front door. Where are you going? I'm just getting this out of the way. By the time Lou returned to her place at the table, she had turned off the cameras. It's safer this way. I'll just tell Baretti that we were discussing private matters among friends. You know, Lou, I don't think an initiate should be guarding the head of the Inquisition. Well, thanks. What I've been trying to say is that you should get a more impressive title for this job. I doubt I'll be promoted to follower just because of this. You're right though, that would be great. And what rank is your partner? Acolyte. It's easy to remember their insignials. The church's clergy were often shown on TV, so almost everyone could easily distinguish them by the colors of their auraria. Those of the lowest rank were gray, then brown, then blue, and then orange. Bishops wore yellow, cardinals wore red. The only one who stood out, dressed in clothing of a completely different color, was the vicar. The fact that Kedor had never shown an interest in the hierarchy of the Assassin's Corps before wasn't surprising to Lou. This is how things work at the AC. At the first, stripes are bronze, 2 for the initiate like me, 3 for a follower. Then silver, 2 for an acolyte like K, 3 for a magistrate. Gold ones are given out once you advance in rank and earn the title of Servant of the Faith. You get 2 stripes for that, then 3 as a Defender of the Faith. Servant of the Faith, Lurid, sounds good. The healer shook his head. They won't give her that title. She isn't pure. Should Lou ask them for it? They will get to know her better now, so maybe they will change their minds. She is the best one there. Thank you. Okay, that's enough about work. What's up on your end? Apart from Irma's visit to the Partners Control Center, which Lou already knew about from Jonas, there were no news from her friends. Oh, I almost forgot. Tommy and I went shopping. I saw this and couldn't walk past them without getting them. Tom? The aquakinetic, smiling, reached for his backpack and unzipped it. Here you go. He handed Lou a plastic box to balance out your makeup bag. Tools, take them. Oh, that's perfect. They are from a good manufacturer. We asked those in the know. We wouldn't buy your rubbish. You can get good use out of them. The group all smiled. Lou kissed Irma and Toma on their cheeks. Thank you. Then the conversation shifted to the upcoming holiday. By the way, Dogan, I'm supposed to attend all church services now. Is the revelation included? Of course. Are you going? Camera, I'm here. camera. First responders have extra duty today. I have a shift. Lou looked at Toma and Irma. We will be staying at the farm. Public transportation to the city will be packed. It's just not convenient. Jonas? Me? Attending a church event? What a joke. Don't you need to pretend that you respect the church for your colleagues at work? Maybe you should reconsider, sorry. I'll tell everyone at the hospital that I went. Really? I'll describe in vivid detail how I experienced spiritual ecstasy and how I was cleansed by the grace that descended upon me. Okay. Jonas, you'll get in trouble. Come on, Doggone, no one will touch a healer. Everyone needs treatment, even the pure one with all their gold stripes. You are... I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's a hard decision. Doggone is right. Jonas, be careful, okay? Be on guard everywhere and always. I'm not saying anything against the church now, Lou. I just don't like being literally brainwashed. Well, no one is asking you to turn into the believer. Jonas clucked, shaking his head. That's not the point. When I say literally, I mean it. The sermons and the singing, the monotonous chanting, the closed, stuffy room, the incense, the large crowds of people. I'm telling you as a doctor, none of this contributes to a sound assessment of what's actually happening or general well-being. If they held services in the open air, I might think about it. I'd rather damage my body on my own. I'm going to the window to smoke. Who is with me? It rained heavily for the next few days. The rushing torrents of water washed the streets, churning as they flowed into the trains. Bright greenery soaked up the moisture greedily as thunder rumbled above. The morning of the revelation turned out to be clear and sunny, much to the delight of the civilians. Just after midnight, Eva Martin, accompanied by Kay and Lou, had visited several places in the center. He was personally checked the readiness of the Inquisition and the course for the big day, answering order. After resting for a couple of hours, they started preparing to go to the temple. The prior was, of course, expected to attend the holiday service. We're leaving in 30 minutes. Despite the early hour, a lot of people had gathered in the central temple. The attendees, whether arriving individually or in groups, quickly merged into an indistinguishable crowd, becoming a single organism, languid with anticipation. There must be empaths on duty here in case of a stampede. Together, they had been able to calm down a crowd of the size. The ministers of the church and members of the Inquisition stood on either side of the pulpit, which was a central raised platform intended for reading sermons. It was the first time Lou found herself standing on this side of the temple. It felt strange to be looking directly at the faces of the congregation as they waited for the service to begin. Some smiled, others were curious, and some were an enthusiastic expression. Some faces were sleepy, most those of children. Some tried to get closer to the pulpit, while those in front of them seemed annoyed at the disturbance. The huge doors opened and solemn procession entered the hall. The first to appear were younger novices, children singing in a choir. How I should pronounce it? Whore? Sorry, I don't know. Choir? Sorry, in my language, we say chor. I don't know. As they climbed the steps to the elevated platform, they split into two rows, rejoining in a single line on the stage. Qua? Quar? Quar? Like core? Quar? Quar? Like. Then the vicar walked majestically up to the pulpit. Stretching out a hand to the people, he began to whisper something. Luke couldn't hear his word, drowned out by the wire, like wire with a K in front. Choir? Oh, by the choir, but she knew what he was saying. The vicar is praying for the people and asking the United One to show mercy to Newberries and all survivors. The choir's voices gradually tapered off until they were silent. Jean-François, in a beautiful, sonorous voice, spoke the well-known blessing. In deeds and thoughts, may the United States of you and be with you. The crowd exhaled in unison. With the hope of redemption, on this joyful morning full of grace, we honor the memory of the first vicar and those who dispelled the darkness of doubt in their hearts and became his first followers. Today's holy day is a celebration of hope. The first rays of the sun illuminated those who emerged from the catacombs and basements, where they had lived in darkness for many years. They emerged forevermore. They followed the one who offered them hope for life. Those who honored the masterpiece that is humankind. Today's holiday is a celebration of newfound faith and confidence. The rays of the warm sun illuminate us today. And as before, we follow the light of science and faith, the light of the church. We will root out the weeds of the ignorance, and we will not stray from out path. We strive toward a better future. Humankind has survived, united, and become stronger. It has passed through a crucible of storm and wrath. This united humankind. The vicar spoke with soulful passion. I was interesting even. It's to be expected. This is what everyone is here for. At least that's the case for most of them. To experience reverence, to meet people just like them, to feel united, to drive away loneliness, or to escape feelings of insignificance. This sermon is simple because everyone wants to hear something familiar and easy to understand. What is easy to believe is easy to agree with. Lou glanced at the church's servants. They looked calm, and this instilled a sense of calm in the parishioners. Faith can help one grow strong, or at least it can help one to feel that way. I mean, what can unbelief provide? How important is to agree with every tenet of a cult? Crap, this place has suddenly got me thinking like a philosopher. They know what they are doing. Rejoice, rejoice in the light, in the upcoming summer, in life. We, the servants of the Church of the United One, will pray for us all and for the certain beauty of our future. Jean-Francois, finishing the service, blessed all those gathered in the temple again. Some were blessed personally as the vicar touched their hands and foreheads. Lou recognized several faces that appear on television, a little less often than the vicar. Members of the council and the public assembly. Oh, I can see the zealotry in his eyes. He would transfer all power to the church without hesitation. And the guy next to him is pretending to smile. He is bored. He only came here because he had to. He won't relinquish any power easily. Martin moved toward the exit. I should say exit, yeah? And Lou and Kay followed. From somewhere in the crowd, Hector Barretti emerged. Monsieur Prior, there are no scheduled meetings or the public appearance in my notes. May I ask for more information to better coordinate our security team? I plan to spend the whole day reading scriptures and canon. As much, most of the stuff won't be needed. Let them enjoy the celebrations. Don't read, did you hear that? Yes. As they returned to the Inquisition building, Lou, glancing at Hector, quietly asked, Why don't we even escort the prior home? Because his quarters are right here about the office. Thank you, everyone. Have a good time. Thank you. Barretti nodded to everyone and left to inform the rest of the security team about Martin's order. Daniel, have there been any new reports? 2. I'll take a look at them right away. Bring them to my office, please. And then you had best be off for the day. He glanced at the psionics. It's a beautiful day. Don't sit around indoors. Go and get some fresh air. Eva disappeared into his office. Weiss, picking up some documents from her desk, said to Lou, I ordered a new outfit for your wardrobe per Monsieur Martin's orders. The store's manager picked them out themselves, so if something doesn't fit, we will send it back. They are at the front desk. Take them when you go, okay? Okay, got it, thank you. Lou can cast a thoughtful look at the doors to the prior's office. Is that normal? I think Monsieur Martin is staying here on purpose to give everyone the opportunity to go celebrate. His sacrifice shouldn't go to waste. We all need some rest. There were many bags with clothes, and Kay helped Lou bring everything to the room. Once she had put everything away in the closet, her partner asked, Do you have any plans? Plans?
Spend time with Jonas.
Jonas doesn't celebrate church holidays.
That's right, he's staying at home on his own. Guido is with her parents and he rarely talks to his folks. It's been taught for both of us lately. It seemed that way. I'll call a friend. I want to drag him around town. Okay, see you later.
Before leaving, she changed
her clothes.
Oh, nice. Not so bad, by the way.
Oh my god, it's so bad. Blah.
Not bad. Oh my god, why? So disgusting. No. Bad. Everything is so bad. What is going on? Oh my god. We're going to Jonas. No, we can't look like this. We should look beautiful. No. I don't know what to wear. My skirt? Or... guys, let's go like this. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, let's find a skirt. It's the most cool things here.
Jonas, I'm ready.
Lou pulled out her phone. Hello, I have a day off. Do you have any plans? Hi Lou, yes I do. You will make them more interesting. Can you pick me up? I'm at home. Deal.
The healer opened the door saying, "Come on in, sit wherever you want." And with that, he disappeared into the bathroom.
A minute later, Lou heard him grumbling. The Jonas emerged carrying a colorful bra in his hands. Lou couldn't resist a sarcastic comment. You don't show off your new underwear. Sure, you leave things laying around. Your cigarettes, your phone, your virginity, but that? Are you done? It's kiddos.
Interesting.
Jonas tossed the bra into a box in the closet. She forgot it in the disinfector. Oh, I see. She forgot. Do you believe that? He sat next to Lou and he lit a cigarette. Lou pulled out a cigarette too. Yes, I get the picture. I'm not blind. Have you tried talking to her about this? Kind of, in passing. It was useless. I could forbid her from ever coming here, but would that really help? At least she can crash here when she's got problems at home. Dogon lives farther from her, and Irma and Toma aren't even in the city. And at your place, she has nothing to do. No computer, no TV. I just hope Tina gets over it. She's at that age, you know, where you get crushes, and she only has a few friends. I don't think he got anything with Kira. Of course. And if he doesn't, he got hard real bad.
It's over.
No, he wasn't.
Do you like,
Let's ask. Generally speaking, you could. Jonas took a deep drag, exhaled a plume of smoke, and shook his head. Oh, come on, I don't even want to think about her that way. She's like Irma to me. Hell, things happen.
Like a sister.
Jonas kept his eyes on her, shaking off the ashes from his cigarette. He thoughtfully spun the ashtray on the table. They do. Lou remembered the warmth
of Jonas' hands
and the kiss that didn't happen. The conversation was causing a strange sort of anxiety to rise within her. She mumbled, "It's complicated." The healer stood up and put out his cigarette. Okay, let's go.
Yes, it's this episode when we will unpack Jonas. Finally, unpacking Jonas, unpacking.
Where? Maybe I should treat myself and watch your curiosity eat at you.
And of course, You will pretend not to be interested out of pride, or mostly out of stubbornness.
Smart as much? I'll beat you up, not too hard, but enough that it will annoy you for a bit. I'm just joking, Skills. What better reason to suffer than an opportunity to torment my friend? Oh, Lou, stop it. She punched Jonas lightly on the shoulder. Quit it with these ecclesiastic information gathering methods. Lou was taken aback by the parallel Jonas had drawn. Then she feigned anger for a moment before bursting into laughter. So that's how you want to play it. This is how officers persecute the intelligentsia. You're better than that, Lou. She threw a pillow from the couch at him. Or I'm not sure that it will be now. Wait. Haha. Jonas dodged, grabbed her from behind and held her to him, preventing another strike. They were close enough to feel the warmth of each other's bodies. Wait, I don't understand. Will it be now or not now? Lou and Jonas froze there. The heck of words does Jonas use? Smart doctor talk. Haven't heard them in my life.
Yes.
Lou and Jonas froze there, prolonging the moment from a careless touch into a deeper embrace. Jonas' breath tickled the hair of her neck. And then it was interrupted by a fleeting kiss. Where? Lou took a deep breath. Jonas let her go. She closed her eyes, not ready to meet his gaze. Jonas, remaining true to himself, didn't hide. He asked directly, "Is this a problem?" Lou shook her head. No. Then she added, "This is weird, isn't it?" No, not really. It happens. He changed the subject. "We are going to the pool." Lou jumped on this opportunity to avoid the awkwardness of the situation. "I don't have a bathing suit." "There is a shop there. They have suits in every price range just for cases like this." "I don't understand."
They are going to the pool? I don't remember the pool, guys. I don't remember it. What the fuck? I thought we will go to the club. Maybe it's not this episode?
Oh my god.
Okay, guys, we will go to the pool.
There
weren't many people at the pool. The air was damp and thick with the smell of disinfectants.
Jonas put on wetsuit that covered his torso. Lou knew there were scars hidden under the stretchy fabric, pale stripes and blotches. That was the price he paid for his sight. I thought they will go to the club. Okay, maybe next time. Oh my god, such a bad swimming suit. Oh my god. No. Oh, Jonas looks good. No, I only started swimming recently. It's great for relaxing after work and it's good for you.
Thank you, Jonas. This is what I want, yes. Swimming pool.
Oh, they have diving boards? Awesome. After a while, Lou climbed out of the pool and said, "Jonas, this is so cool. The last time I swam was for the test and that doesn't count. And before that, I only swam at the boarding facility when we had lessons. Thank you." Walking barefoot and dripping wet, Jonas smiled. "Don't be too happy just yet. Now it's time for me to get revenge for the beating you gave me." He picked Lou up and threw her into the water, creating a huge splash.
No, this is not this episode of Unpacking, Jonas. We didn't unpack.
They didn't even kiss? I don't understand. Sometimes my English is not very good.
Lou returned home, exhausted and ecstatic. After eating some boiled carrots, Lou went to bed. I'm disappointed. Okay, maybe next time.
The next day passed quickly, occupied by household. How you said to pronounce it? Choirs? We got him in bathing suit. He looked cute there. It's alright. Choirs. The fleeting kiss was before the pool, but Lou felt it was weird. Yeah. Where he kissed her? Where? I don't remember. Like, in her hair? Where? The next day passed quickly, occupied by household choirs. Kay was on duty at the Priors. In the evening, Hector called. Monsieur Baretti? Hello, Reed. You need to come in. Yes. You're going to a reception. I strongly recommend putting yourself in a good mood. You're not going to like this assignment. As if the last one was a delight. Got it. I'll be there soon.
Jonas.
Not this time, guys. Not this time, okay?